Hey friends, again you're most welcome to this new video tutorial with OSP Pro. We're going to be looking onto PHP this time around. I'm going to be working with you guys, showing you how to request a page. Now if you guys check on my previous video that I showed you how to come up with this simple application that I designed using MySQL PHP Bootstrap to come up with something just like this. You can see my website on my system, on my application does not change the URL. The URL remains there. And only what changes is the point where there's a question mark. That's what changes. Now this is a request method. I'm requesting the content within the same page. And when that page is requested, is only what should be displayed. Now such kind of scenarios, it calls us to look for something called a request. Now look here. We're going to just look onto this. And I'm going to create something called request a page. So to come up with page request, we need to create a new folder, and I just call it request a page, or page request, PHP page request. So we're going to look onto PHP page request technique. Now look here, I'm just going to create some simple narrow page. I'm just going to call their inside their index.php. Now this can be our HTML if that's what you want. PHP page request. So I think I should even move away HTML so that you don't get confused. So this is it. We're just going to look here and turn to look onto this page as a real page. So PHP page request should work just as this. Let me move all that. I'm just going to click here, page requests. So I'm just going to echo my HTML there. But remember, before anything, we want to request a page. Request a page. You get? Yes. So to request a page, we give a condition say that if that page is requested, which page is that? I mean that page you want to request. If a given page, you get? Given page is requested. Let me say this page now is called page 1 is requested. We expect content of page 1 to be shown. So echo for me page 1 contents of contents of page 1 to be shown. Else what? Else if inside this time around the request is on page 2, we want the second page to be displayed. So page 2 display. You get? And when page 2 is being displayed, the content of page 1 cannot be displayed. That's the trick behind this technique. So look here, I'm just going to come back on top of my page and define those two pages. I'm just going to create a link. Now to go onto a page, initially we used to just say page, like so. And here you can say page 1. Then the second page becomes page 2. And then here, just a matter of changing that to be that given condition. Now initially that's how we used to do things. But if we do this here on the browser, we shall get those things and gives us an error. So how did you handle really that? So this is how we do it. So I'm going to just first separate this, or even although I don't separate, but I wanted to separate so you guys can get a difference. So maybe float, maybe a float, just a float left. So if I float that one left, definitely the other one goes to right. Something of that sort. And then let me just say float this one to right. Float right, I think that makes sense. Good. So that element goes to the right, like this. So this will make us understand that there's something going on. This page, that page, and then the other page. Good. Now look, you can still give margins and all the stuff to your page. Now this, if you do this, is wrong. So this is what you have to do. We give question marks to that point. It means start from the very page you're in, but request for me the content of page 1. If page 1 is clicked, or request from page 2 content of page 2. If page 2 is clicked, just that, so you don't need to worry so much. So if I click here, I think you can see the content of that page comes just underneath that. Now I can make this to make more like kind of sense by you trying to trim that off, and then you make something sensible. Instead of page 1, I'm going to make maybe like H4, and I say maybe page, actually in fact instead of H4, can I just make H3? Maybe page 1 content. So let me just say I have a paragraph there by saying I have a paragraph and Lorem kind of stuff, whatever. You just try to copy the same scenario, same thing to page, this page here where I have to close this part of the page, and also there of the page, and then you come and click there, hopefully, and paste that there. So this definitely is going to be page 2 to be displayed. So if you check back in on our same piece of line of code, expect that. And this comes from page that. And when I click here, you can see page 2, page 1, page 2 on the same, look there, page 1, page 2. So my friends, that's how I came with this logic, and that's how my stuff is working. This is it. So if you guys checked on my previous video, I happen to make for you guys, me to come up with this stuff, application like that, is because I learned fast to know how to do this. So guys, I know you guys are going to comment below. I know you guys are going to ask me questions, but I've answered some of your questions, and the video is also uploading soon. Because I think, no, not uploading soon, because if you're watching this video, that means it's uploaded. So just make sure, feel free to watch the video. Otherwise, it's for free. Don't ask anyone money to watch it. Just let the people subscribe. Tell them, tell the grandmother to subscribe, tell the grandfather to subscribe, tell even the children too to subscribe. Otherwise, make all your friends subscribe to YouTube channel so that you can always be notified each time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.